Hello there Aries and welcome to your weekly update with me. I'm Simone and I will be doing both a general and a love reading for you today, which is the 29th of November 2021. So I'm going for the wrong cards to get started. I'm just going to start shuffling to get the overall energy for your reading, Aries. What is going on with Aries at the moment, please, universe? And what does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know? Keeping in mind that this is not a personal reading, so it may or may not resonate with you, Aries, but you can also check out your moon, Venus, or rising sign to get some extra messages. I hope you're all having a really good start to the week. I wasn't able to get readings out last week. I was just completely time poor. But we're back and hoping for some good messages for you, Aries. Let's have a look. Okay, I think we are ready. Starting out, overall energy is a time for healing. So this is a really good time for you to be focusing on yourself, Aries. I feel that you're being encouraged to give yourself a little bit of attention. Perhaps you've been really focused on other people, other situations even. But I feel like it's time to focus on you. I apologize for the neighbour's dog barking outside. Not really sure what's going on. He's a bit noisy right now. But yeah, focusing on yourself and anything that you're struggling to process or anything that you're struggling to sort of move forward from, Aries, things that you feel like you could be stuck on. Yeah, you've been encouraged to sort of look at those things, process them, work out ways or strategies in which to move forward from them. Perhaps there are some conversations that you need to have. And all of this is so that you can heal and so that you can move forward and not sort of be stuck or trapped in the past. Dropping cards. Yeah, it's a very good time for you to be focusing on yourself and your needs, Aries. Let's have a look here. Setting things out a little bit differently today. Okay, so we've got 6 of water, 5 of air, and the Hermit. Okay, so you could be looking back on things from your past, Aries, which would make sense if this is a time for you to be healing. You could be looking back at things from your past. It could be your childhood. It could be people that you've dealt with in the past or situations where, you know, maybe you're wondering, why did things go the way that they did? Why did somebody treat me the way that they did? You could even be wondering why you were raised in the way in which you were, or something connected to your childhood here. Wondering how it has shaped you or helped you to become the person that you are now. As I said, this could involve having some conversations, or even one conversation with people from your past, because I feel like this has all got to do with your past, and particularly when it comes to healing, Aries, that is usually directly related to a situation from the past. I mean, pretty much always directly related to something that's happened in the past. As I said, for a lot of you, it is in regards to your childhood, but for others of you, it's just something that occurred in the past. I might actually pull a card on that 6 of water. Just to clarify, the 6 of water, please, to give us a bit more information there. But I really do feel like this is all about trying to figure things out, like Why did things turn out the way that they did, or how did you get to this point in your life? It doesn't have to be childhood. For some of you, it is connected to somebody that you were in a long-term relationship with. It could have been married. It could have just been long-term. For others of you, it could also be work-related, particularly like a government job, or where you're doing some kind of community work. So perhaps that situation didn't work out for you as you expected that it would, and you're looking back and wondering if you could have done things differently. For others of you, this is related to your financial situation. So again, it could be in relation to that work situation that I was talking about, where you were working for a government body, or perhaps doing some kind of community work. But again, to me, the financial situation goes with that, where you're just wondering, should you have done something differently? And also for some of you, again, it comes back to relationships. It comes back to your emotions. And you could be wondering why somebody didn't want long-term commitment with you. Now, I don't really like to focus on relationships when I'm doing the general part of the reading, but for a lot of you, this is wondering why, or trying to figure out why either somebody did not want to be in a committed relationship with you, or it could be for others of you why in regards to family life, why perhaps a parent was absent, perhaps both parents were absent, or it could even be that there was just not a very solid relationship or bond with a parent or somebody who stood in the role of a parent for you. So yeah, I do feel like at the moment this is something that you're thinking about a lot. It's playing on your mind. You're trying to find answers, and I feel that for some of you, you're trying to move forward, but it's difficult to do that at this time. So you're looking for some kind of closure there, or some kind of clarity around those situations. Now, it's not going to be the same situation for everyone. It might not even be what I've mentioned there. That's just what's coming up at the moment. But yeah, I feel you just want some clarity or some answers so that you can move forward. So let's have a look. What else? For those of you that are going through this and feeling this way, Aries, my heart really does go out to you, because I can feel that heaviness there. And I do think it's going to be so helpful for you when you can get those answers, if that helps at all. Knight of Earth, awakening and release. Aries. Okay. With that Knight of Earth there, I do feel like you're looking for stability. For a lot of you, it is about financial stability. But I also feel that you're really working towards just stability in general in your life. I feel like you're tired of the ups and downs, and you just would like to see things even out. You want things to even out. You want to be able to not control how you're feeling, but just get like more of a handle on how you're feeling. And if you get those answers, you should see some peace come in there for you. So at this time, I feel like you're not really making any big changes in your life. You're not making any sudden moves. I feel that you are going through quite a big transformation here with this release card, which is very similar to the death or rebirth card. I do feel that you are actually going to find the answers that you're looking for, or get the closure that you're looking for, so that it will be much easier for you, Aries, to start looking towards the future. Particularly where you are wondering, how did you get to this point in your life? What got you here? Some of you, yes, as I said, it is about finances, where something may have gone wrong in a job, didn't turn out the way that you were expecting. So you are now looking for financial stability. I do feel like that's coming. I mean, we'll find out in the next few cards, but I do feel like that is coming in for you. And I do think that for most of you, you're just going to look at what can you do differently, or what can you change to be able to start fresh. You're looking to release here. You're looking to be able to put an end to what's been going on. You want the answers so that you can sort of put that aside or put that behind you and then start moving forward. Seven of Air, Wise Counselor, and the King of Air. Okay, so there is, I feel, a lot of fear surrounding the situation that you're in. There's a lot of fear surrounding the closure. I feel like the fear is surrounding the closure. Like you don't want to really revisit the situation, or you don't want to revisit the feelings associated with that relationship or with that situation. It would be much nicer if you could just pretend it all didn't happen, Aries, and just continue to move forward. Unfortunately, when we do that, we take the feelings from that past event, we take those feelings with us into the next chapter. So you really are being advised to release here. As frightening as it may be, having that conversation. Like I'm not seeing at this point that you're actually having any conversations. There's a lot of thinking going on, and a lot of just trying to process the feelings, and trying to make plans here. I do feel, Aries, that this really comes back to sort of where do you fit in, and who are your people? Who do you belong to? What is meant for you? Like, what is the job that you should be in? But who are the people that you should be surrounding yourself with? I feel like in some way you feel like you've been disrespected, and that's a part of the feelings that you're still carrying, where you've been disrespected and you would like to see a turnaround there, or you just like to be feeling better about things, Aries. And as I said, this could be a past relationship. It could be to do with family or even parents. It also could be to do with a job, where you may have been treated unfairly or disrespected in your work role. Perhaps you were not rewarded or paid appropriately. Perhaps you were let go, and again, you've lost money, or you were not paid for your work, your time, your effort, and you may be seeking some sort of compensation, or even just for somebody to acknowledge that, hey, yes, you did actually do this work, or yes, you were underpaid, whatever it might be, but you are looking for acknowledgement there. But for most of you, I feel as though this is connected to family or a past long-term relationship. where you're feeling very cautious about having the conversation. I think for most of you, you just don't want to experience those feelings again, which is completely understandable. There are not good feelings that go along with that. Um, as I said, it doesn't look like you're actually having the conversation at this time, Aries, but you are definitely thinking about it, trying to make a plan, working out what words you would use if you were to have the conversation. And I think at the end of the day, you just want closure. You're seeking closure. And that's going to be the best way for you to heal if you can get some closure there. But I really am hoping that that all works out for you, Aries, because I feel like once it's done, then you're going to be feeling much lighter and much more at peace. So I wish you all the best with that. But moving into your love reading now, Aries, let's see what's happening in your love life. What's going on with the person that Aries has on their mind? And what does Aries need to know about the connection, please? Okay, that was a big shuffle. I feel like we're done. Okay, over on this side is you, Aries. Wow, okay. So Aries, I do feel as though you may be looking for a second chance with somebody here. Now it could be a Leo or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. That's the energy that's coming up in that King of Wands. Doesn't have to be male or female. It's whoever you're dealing with. But I do feel like you're looking for a second chance with somebody here, but there is a hesitancy coming from your part. It may be that you don't really trust this person, or it could be that they were not completely honest with you in the past, so you're a bit unsure about whether you should go back into this. You're taking your time on the situation, but I do feel here that this person is consuming a lot of your thoughts. You're putting a lot of energy into this connection without actually approaching the person. I feel like there's a lot of passion involved here. This is somebody, I would say it's very hard for you to let go of, Aries. I do feel this is somebody from the past where you're looking for a second chance there with that Judgment card. You're also wondering how this person is feeling about you. Perhaps there hasn't been a lot of communication with them or no communication. So, yeah, you're just wondering, do they still have feelings for me? Would they be interested in starting another relationship? Also, is that what you really want? You know, even though you've got this person on your mind pretty much constantly, you're wondering, do I really want another relationship with this person? Do I want to go down that road again? You're wondering if they're going to be able to be loyal to you if you were to get back into a relationship with them. But the biggest thing here is that you want to communicate with them, but you're not sure how to go about it because you don't know what they want. You don't know if they're interested. For some of you, you may not even be able to contact this person. But you're trying to sort it out here. You're trying to figure out if this is right for you, if this is something that you should invest in again. Because you don't know if this person is going to be loyal. I feel like that's the biggest thing holding you back here, Aries. Will they be loyal? Will they be honest as well? Okay, let's have a look at your person. Justice, Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So I do feel that your person is actually keeping an eye on you, but they're also um, holding back here. They're trying to make a decision. I feel that your person, Aries, they're probably aware that they may owe you an apology or some kind of explanation in regards to what has gone wrong or what has affected your relationship. Um, and because they don't want to apologize or have that conversation, um, they're holding back here. It's hard for them to figure out if they should approach you or if they should just leave you alone. So instead of approaching and having the conversation, they're just keeping an eye on you. So they could be watching you on social media. I don't know, maybe they can see you, maybe they know where you live and they are, maybe they drive past your house. I'm really seeing that image of like driving past somebody's house. So your person could very well be doing that, just doing a bit of maybe they're driving home from work, so they go past your house and just have a bit of a sticky beak to see if you're home, to see if somebody else is there. I don't feel that they would ever stop and get out of the car though and approach you. But yeah, this person in some way is trying to find out some more information about you and where you're at and what you're doing. They are in two minds at the moment, not sure if they're going to come in and approach you, move towards you, or if they're just going to leave it as is and walk away, because they don't want to put themselves in that situation where they're going to have to either give you that explanation or apology. Your person's kind of stubborn, I feel, and they don't want to have that conversation. But at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Lovers. So there again, they are probably trying to make a choice here. Excuse me, trying to figure out what they're going to do. But the passion is still very much alive here. They still do feel very passionately towards you, Aries. This could be also a situation that was a bit like a friends with benefits situation, or something where, the two of you would come together, but you were trying to keep the feelings out of it. Or they were, probably them, if I'm being honest. They were holding back with their feelings, but, there is this passion between the two of you, and that has not just disappeared. They're just holding back because they don't want to have to give you those explanations, Aries. So let's have a look at what the likely outcome is going to be here, Aries. Cards. I'm really interested in what happens here, because I kind of feel like your person's being a bit silly. It's to me, they were not honest with you, particularly in how they were feeling. They held back because to me it's like out of fear. They were frightened to commit or frightened to get into a relationship where it was just you and them. For whatever reason, they've held back, and it's coming up here in the Four of Swords. I feel that both of you have some healing to do. You're both, though, trying to make a decision on what to do. This is two people trying to make a decision. Like you're wondering if you should approach them, but they're trying to work out if they should approach you. You don't know, Aries, if they still are interested in you, and they don't know if you're interested in them. It's coming up in two different ways here. I think this person is very aware that they didn't give you enough the first time round or whenever you guys were last involved with each other. I think they're very aware that they did not give enough to the connection. Probably that they led you on a little bit there. And you're just trying to figure out if the number one, is this worth your time? Is this worth your energy going back into this again? And would they be loyal to you? Would they commit to you? But I feel that the two of you, particularly you, Aries, you have a lot of healing to do from this connection because it's very hard, I feel, to separate here. Loyalty is, I feel, a really big thing here. Will they be loyal? But anyway, just know, Aries, that you're with your person. They have not completely let go of you. They're still attached to you. They just don't want to have to show you those vulnerabilities. As I said, they're probably quite stubborn. For some of you, Libra, you're dealing with a Libran. I just heard that very clearly. Some of you are dealing with a Libran. Others of you are dealing with a Gemini, Aries. Yeah. Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini. I'm feeling the most here. But yeah, there is some healing that needs to be done. Aries, I'll be honest, it feels like if you can heal from this, then maybe you'll be able to move on. Maybe you'll realize that you don't need to wait around for this person and you don't need to give them so much of your energy and your thoughts, because I do feel it's going to take them a while to do anything here. So maybe you should just get on with things, live your life. If you want to meet people, by all means, go and meet people. For somebody out there, maybe a few of you, but definitely at least one person, you are good enough, you are worthy. However this person has made you feel, that's not how it is. If you're feeling like you weren't good enough for this person, that is absolutely not the truth. Your person was just holding back out of fear of being hurt. They kept their feelings back from you. They gave you the impression that there was going to be something long term, or that they were going to commit to you, and then either they ghosted you or perhaps they were seeing somebody else, and then you're left wondering, why didn't they choose me and why wasn't I good enough for them? But just know that it's not about you, Aries. It's about their own fears. It's about what they need to process, any past hurts or traumas from previous relationships. They need to process that. Or unfortunately, they're probably never going to be able to be in a long-term committed relationship. So it's not you. It's not anything you did or didn't do. This person, Aries, this person just is not ready, or doesn't have the ability to commit to anyone, or didn't have the ability to commit to anyone. So yeah, I feel the advice here is to just move on with your life, do the great things, focus on yourself, focus on your healing. And if this person is meant for you, Aries, then they will come back once they've let go of their fears. But thank you so much for watching your reading this week, Aries. As you would know, I absolutely appreciate every single person who takes the time to watch these readings. And if you're still here, if you made it to the end, please like, share, or subscribe. That's really helpful to me. But I wish you all the best of luck, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now, Aries.